Hello, everyone. I'm Ginger Gadsden. Thank you so much for joining us. Every once in a while, we have one of those stories where it just makes you feel good to hear about it and see it. And today we have one of those stories. I'm joined now by Tiffany Beres. She is a volunteer with AdventHealth Pet Therapy Program. And when I came across your video, Tiffany, with your dog, I stopped everything and made everyone else watch it. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Okay, so it's not just any dog. We're talking about Duke McDreamy, which I love that name. And when people see him, tell us a little bit about Duke. What kind of dog is he?
So he is a Great Pyrenees. They're typically going to be found on farmland, and they're bred to be guard dogs of livestock. So if you hear some barking, that's what they're doing.
He's guarding
um,
you.
they are guarding, absolutely. So I don't have any livestock, so I am his livestock. um, but yeah, they make great pets as well. They're a very, very different breed. They're not like a golden retriever or a lab or anything,
Yeah.
but they're very unique.
Okay, so now Duke is almost 4 years old, from what I understand, and he has been volunteering at Advent Health for how long?
So we've been there about just over a year now.
And what has been, we see video and we see the reaction from just staff at Advent Health when Duke walks down the hall. I can only imagine when the patients see him, what they must feel like as well. Tell us a little bit about, start with, because I see doctors, patients, nurses, everyone just reacts to him. When you see that, what do you think?
Oh my gosh, it really fills my heart. Um, I love that I get to share him with the world because um, I call him McDreamy, but he really has the most dreamy personality. And I fell in love with him since the day he was born.
Mm.
And I knew he was special. I knew he had such a kind heart and such a gentle soul. So I wanted to be able to share him with the world. And it's such a treat to be able to do that. We get stopped everywhere we go, as you can imagine.
Yeah, I tell you, to prepare to bring him into the hospital, you kind of jokingly tell people you have to really arrive super early.
I do. So it takes me about 45 minutes to clock in. Um, and then it takes me at least an hour to make it to my car. So we are stopped nonstop.
That is great though, but that's what he's there for. So he's there for the patients, and he does so much for them. And the reason that you are so close to this program is because you saw what a therapy dog meant to your dad. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. In 2020, my dad went in. He had some a major surgery and some major health problems. With that came some complications of they call it ICU delirium,
Mm-hmm.
and sorry about that. They call it ICU delirium, and uh, it makes them a little off, and they're not themselves. And it's very difficult for them and the family. And they brought in a therapy dog, and I watched his demeanor change, and I watched him kind of come back to us a little bit for that brief moment. It was a joy for us, and it was also for him as well, very healing in his journey. So as soon as I saw that, I knew I wanted to volunteer in some capacity. And my family had always done it. My parents set a great example of doing community service. And as soon as I saw that, I said, that's it.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
want to do. And I have the perfect dog to do it with. So,
Okay, so everyone thinks their dog is perfect, right? But McDreamy, or can I call him McDreamy? I mean,
and absolutely.
so he, just watching him interact with people, he really is such a chill soul, right? What makes him a good therapy dog?
So, gosh, he is just so incredibly calm and gentle. He's very aware of his size, and he just has a massive love for people
Yeah.
and other animals as well too. He's really protective of anything or any person that really is in a position that they can't defend themselves. That's what they're bred to do. So he just naturally is very nurturing and kind and gentle.
Yeah, and when you get to see his interaction with the patients, what does that, and knowing how much it helped your family, when you see that with Duke, what does that do for you?
I can't tell you how many times I have to carry tissues because sometimes it just brings tears to my eyes, especially the little ones. I don't have any little ones. Mine are all grown. So Duke has never been exposed to babies or toddlers or anything like that. And watching that interaction with these little ones, it literally makes me cry.
Yeah, I mean, it's so healing too at the same time because you're getting something from it. The little ones are getting something from it, obviously, and it looks like Duke is getting something from it.
Absolutely. So they say that, pet therapy dogs, they come in and they take on all of the sorrow and the pain of the people that they're visiting, and then give all of their love and their joy. So when they do leave, they are exhausted. Um, Duke is down for the count, and ready to go the next day. But after his shift, he's very, very tired.
Oh my gosh, because he's a giver. He's given like literally all of his emotions and his soul to that, the patients he's seeing. That's wonderful. What a sacrifice. Can we see little McDreamy? Not so little.
Yes. Hey, Duke, come here. Come here, buddy. Come see. Okay, let's
Oh
see if
my
I can wrap
gosh.
this down. What do you think?
Look at him. And you've taught him to do things like he's so popular. You've taught him how to look at the camera. Like, oh, there's a sister. She's like, do you want to talk to me now? You've taught him to do some things
Oh,
that really are important for his job.
thank
Oh my
you. Good
gosh.
job, buddy. So yes, I joke that he has lots of paparazzi, and so he does have to look at the camera. Can you look over here at the camera? Right here.
Oh, good
There you
boy.
go. Good job. Good job. Thanks, buddy.
That's great. Look at I mean, his face is so sweet, but he is a big boy. How big is Duke? How much does he weigh?
So Duke is about 105 to 110 pounds. We try to keep him at that weight because it's a pretty healthy weight for him
Hmm.
because he was born with a birth defect on his hind legs. So he does walk a little funny. Look up here. Look up here, big
Oh,
guy.
he's got that.
um,
Okay, so he's got a badonkadonk
when
that
he's
kind of
down,
sways, right?
he does. He does.
And there they go. That's okay. It was great while it lasted.
Right, we
It was
tried.
good. It was good. It was good. So, okay, so for people who want to follow Duke McDreamy, he's on all the social medias. Tell us how we can find him.
He is. So you'll be able to find him on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It is Duke underscore McDreamy. A little tip of the hat to Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, I know where that name comes from. It's not CBS, so I'm not going to mention it.
Sorry.
But oh my God, no, it's fine. It's fine. I am so thankful that you made the time to talk to us and brighten our day. And thanks to Duke. And what's his sister's name?
That's Piper.
Piper. We want to give her a little shout out too. We don't want to,
Oh, thanks.
So thank you so much, Tiffany, for being here today. And thank you for all the work you're doing as a volunteer at AdventHealth and the pet therapy program. It really does mean a lot, and so many people benefit from it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. My pleasure.